Welcome back everyone to InvestQ. And yesterday I made a video talking about the press release that came out regarding the latest airport security approval that happened yesterday. And after uploading that video, I spent a little bit of time reading through the discussions on Reddit, YouTube, and other social media platforms. In fact, if you're on Reddit, you may have seen some of my comments under the username worldly_doctor2175. The discussion was really interesting because investors were split right down the middle. Some people thought that this announcement was a meaningful step forward, and others did say that it didn't really matter all that much because there wasn't a dollar amount attached to the press release. So today, sorry, I got distracted. I love that little photo right there. It's making fun of me, but the photo's kind of funny. But anyways, today I want to go through some of those reactions that explain why I think both sides are making valid points. So I actually did respond to several of the comments, and again, my username is right here, worldly_doctor_2175. And I wasn't trying to argue with anyone that this announcement was some massive revenue event. In fact, I think I clearly stated that numerous times in the video and the responses I made. So what I also wasn't saying is that investors should expect the stock to jump because of this one press release. But what I was saying is that I view this as another step in proving BBAI's technology in a real-world, highly regulated environment. And I also came across a comment that was pretty insightful. It's actually from this guy right here, underscore, forgive me for mispronouncing this name, but it's underscore Despereaux, Despereaux. But he said a few things because the user, he did point out that approvals like this could become much more meaningful if BBAI, sorry guys, is eventually able to compete for larger opportunities like TSA's Gold Plus IDIQ or the TSA Gold Plus program, and excuse me, and also I do want to make it very clear that nothing is guaranteed and approvals don't equal contracts, but contracts don't automatically equal revenue. But if your technology can't pass regulatory testing, you probably aren't even going to be in the conversation for those opportunities. And my opinion on BBAI hasn't changed from yesterday's video. I don't see this as a look, hey, the point of the video from yesterday wasn't, hey guys, look at the revenue they just generated. That wasn't the point of that video. And I see it as, the way that I view it as, is another piece of the puzzle being added to the bigger picture when it comes to how the company wants to execute. And quick reminder before we continue, if you're enjoying the content and want to connect with the community, check out the first link below for the free InvestQ community. And if you want access to advanced stock research and tools, the second link is a Prophecy 7-day trial for just $7. And last, if you want daily market updates and behind the scenes content, follow me on Instagram using the third link in the description. Now, let's get back to the video. It's another proof point and another step that could eventually support future contract opportunities. Now, the company still has to execute and they still need stronger financial results, and obviously they need to win more contracts. But I don't think that this approval should simply be dismissed just because there wasn't a dollar amount attached to the press release. So that's just a quick little video I had with BBAI. And also, don't forget the fact that we have seen, in fact, let's just do a quick run through as well, talking about the recent financial results. Recent quarter results. So again, don't forget, part of the reason why, that I like seeing it is the recent improvement in the financials. And also, I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier. Somebody asked me specifically, so let me see where I can find it. It's oh, sorry, I'm not signed in. Whoops. Oh well. Let me see. It was talking about, yeah, right here. So somebody mentioned how they're adding more shares. I also mentioned how I added 800 more this week. And somebody asked me why. And oh no, I can't see it. Hold on, let me see if I refresh it. Oh no. Oh, I know I responded to it here. Maybe I can see it if I look on my phone real quick. But Oh, wait. Oh, no, here it is. Sorry, guys. So here's a response addressing this question because, oh, uh-oh. There we go. So this guy right here, because I've talked a lot and I've said it multiple times talking about how I have a long-term thesis on the company. And for all the companies that I have been covering, I have mentioned multiple times that I don't do swing trades. I don't do day trades for the individual stocks that I currently just buy shares and hold those shares till I hit pretty big price targets with those companies I always cover specifically. I'm talking about CTM, BigBear.ai, SealsQ, SoFi, and also recently added a position to Rhodesden as well. So those are five that I usually cover frequently. Now, I also gave a response to him because he's saying how he's trying to weed through the sub and really understand exactly what the long-term setup is here for the company. So what I want for you guys to do, feel free to pause the video. Pause the video and I want you guys to gauge my psychology as to who I am as an investor, why I make the decisions that I do, and also I'm more than open to positive and negative feedback for any stock that I cover. So again, take that quick look because I just go over a brief run through of why it is I like, talking about highlights like real world deployments. I also talk about recent improvements in the quarterly results like I just mentioned here. I also talk about the connections that Kevin McAllinan has. I also talk about expansion through the Panama Canal. And also I go over a little insight with my investing philosophy, being that I should, and I believe that it's a good way to view it as an investor, is to look for clues before the market gets excited. And I also talk about my little experience thus far investing. And also, I also make it clear that this is not financial advice and this is not a guarantee because, again, I also state clearly, could my thesis be wrong? I say absolutely that that's a possibility, but what I always try to do is separate the business from the stock price. So just a quick little video on BigBear.ai. Let me know what it is you think on the company and what it is you want to see in future upcoming videos. But with that being said, guys, again, David over here at InvestQ. Stay safe. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.